We're real excited to have this panel with us. Like you, they're planning, innovating, reinventing how they work. When you think back over the past few months of the crisis, what comes to mind as a success or challenge in your leadership role?
I think that both the success and the challenge was communication, both as an organization with our school district and then out to both our community and to our members.
Being able to observe staff stepping out of their comfort zone.
We worked closely with the district to make sure, first of all, our food services, we're handing out our meals in a timely and in a safe and effective way, but also making sure that our employees were able to remain in paid status, even if they were home.
This became real for me when one of our beloved teachers passed away. And at that point, for me, it became every decision that we made, we had to consider the lives of our staff and our students.
I think the biggest success is watching 2,300 people, our members, move instantly, flexibly, willingly to something that they were not prepared to do. It is an absolute testament to the professionals that are in service to students every day.
There isn't a training in the world that could have prepared any administrator in the business today on how to deal with a pandemic. Most of what we learn in the profession comes through trial and error. I'm just really super proud of how all our 24 districts have come together to share their resources, their ideas, their plans for moving forward, and just being open to suggestions for improvement.
This work is more important than ever as we face the unprecedented challenge of beginning the new school year during this pandemic.
This is a critical time for our students and our communities, and they need us at our best.
In normal times, labor management collaboration is very important. Under today's circumstances, it's critical.
And we have an opportunity to do things differently. We need to make sure that we have and offer the best educational experience for our students now.
I know that having a strong collaborative relationship between our labor groups and management is critical to the success of our organization and our county's mission of transforming lives through education.
As we plan the reopening, the safe reopening of schools, and as we work to eliminate the structural racism that's plagued not just law enforcement, but education as well, it is more important than ever that we work together.
So we are using this idea of this crisis phase that most schools and systems around the world entered early to mid-March. There's probably then this adaptation phase. This adaptation phase has typically resulted in educators particularly teaming and collaborating in different ways to be resourceful and to find new and emergent solutions to first moving to remote, and particularly with a focus on equity and serving and finding ways to serve our most disadvantaged members of our school communities.
Many of you have seen this chart, and it helps us to understand why equity is so important. We know that when we treat everyone the same, we invariably leave some kids out. What we don't see very often is this. Some people have some inherent advantages, and that again has been exposed during this pandemic. The people who had internet access, who have their own personal computers, who have tutors, who have college-educated parents with time to help them. Huge advantages compared to the kids who don't have those things. And those advantages will reinforce the disparities unless we're able to deliberately eliminate some of the barriers to learning. Now, that's where equity work lies, the elimination of barriers.
But I also wanted to suggest, Ed, to people that there is kind of a hopeful opportunity. You know, there's many people I know who works in parts of the city who kind of couldn't do their job, and they were basically telling me they were out of things to do and watch on Netflix. That has not been the case for the educational profession. They have been digging in and pivoting and innovating and creating and collaborating like never before. To honor that work, we have to be really clear that we're going to enter a phase of organizational learning. And then after learning from it, making some decisions to weave some sort of new through line where we take some of the best of the new, connect it with the best of the old, the things we missed, and kind of create a sense of organizational renewal and learning rather than just recovery. And I think when you know where you are, then you can, I think, make better decisions about what to focus on.
On behalf of CSEA and our 250,000 members, thank you.
Thank you for the work that you're doing in collaboration, and thank you for joining this year's California Labor Management Initiative Virtual Summit.
So thank you, and have a great conference.
Let's do this work collaboratively, and let's keep in the center of our focus the rights and needs of California students.